Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in here to the Rochester Regional Sports Center. The one game we've all been anticipating the most this weekend is upon us here. There you see both teams out on the floor, and of course, I'm talking about 1 and 2 seeds in this tournament as we have the national championship game just about set to go here. Eastfield College Lady Harvesters from District C, Region 5, Mesquite, Texas. The second seed coming into this weekend, 25-7 record. They'll of course be taking on the number 1 seeded defending national champion Harper College Hawks. The Hawks are based out of District B, Region 4. Palatine, Illinois is their site, and they were coming in this weekend with a 35-5 record. My name is Sean DeFoya. We bring you the call, all the non-stop action here this evening. Alongside with me is Nick Johnson. Nick, how you doing this evening?
Doing fantastic. Ready for some national championship volleyball.
All right, let's get to it. Let's get to a preview. The matchup, we'll start here with the number 2 seeded Eastfield College Lady Harvesters. What can you tell me about Eastfield?
Well, they're deep. They've been here before. Last season, they finished in 3rd place, falling a game short of the national championship game. And so they do have some players with experience here, although they are mostly freshman-led. Alex McPherson and Keishla Reyes, number 17 and number 19, lead the way for the most part for the Lady Harvesters. And a lot of the attacks are set up by number 8, Callie Cadell, had over 860 set assists on the season. So Eastfield, Texas teams in this Division III NJCAA level are typically the ones to watch out for. We've seen oftentimes, and they're the 2 seed, we've seen many times Texas seeds that are 5 or 6 seeds in other sports. Men's basketball last year, for example, comes to mind. All the coaches were saying, watch out for those Texas teams. They're always very athletic, and Eastfield certainly fits that bill. But if anybody's ready for it, it's going to be Harper College. The Hawks, the defending national champions, 35-5 on the season, and reliant heavily on sophomores. Players who were here a year ago, players like Sarah Udoni, last season's tournament MVP. Players like Ellie Burzloff, who had over 500 kills this season, and her old high school teammate, Emily Huprich, who sets the table for all the Hawk attackers. And so it should be a phenomenal matchup here this evening.
So a younger team for Eastfield, maybe a more experienced team for Harper College, a team that was here last year, won a national championship. So who does that roster favor more, the experience or the fact that Eastfield College has a lot of players here for the first time and maybe no fear for that Eastfield team going up against a tough Harper squad?
Yeah, I guess I would favor Harper in this matchup for a couple of reasons. One, because they have been here before. I always tend to favor experience in matchups like this. And number 2, our tournament committee hasn't gotten a single match wrong. So far, the seedings have all played out perfectly. Our only chance for an upset this entire tournament is right now. If Eastfield, a 2 seed, knocks off Harper, and even that isn't much of an upset really when a 2 beats a 1, but simply a phenomenal job by the tournament committee as everything has gone to form thus far. It's all followed paper, and so I don't know if all 12 matches this weekend can keep following that way. We're maybe due for an outlier. I don't know. What I do know is it should be an excellent matchup. These are the 2 teams we expected to be here at the end, and they have not disappointed. Eastfield winning both of their matches in straight sets. Harper College dropping just 1 set yesterday to Columbus State and beating Queensboro in straight sets. And so these are far and away the 2 best teams in this tournament.
Absolutely, and you mentioned everything going according to plan. We've had a lot of very hotly contested games, expecting more of the same. Really quickly, if you can, just give me a couple keys to victory for each team if they're going to come out as national championships this evening.
I think it's a matter of playing your game, not overthinking the moment, so to speak. Got to treat it like a regular matchup and do the things that got you here. And so for both teams, that includes a balanced attack. It includes getting many hitters involved and scoring points from a lot of different places on the floor. And then really for both teams also playing good defense. Harper yesterday did a phenomenal job, and this threw off both of their opponents, but setting up their blockers and really doing a nice job of anticipating the attacks and where they were going to come from. I think Eastfield needs to do that as well, facing off against this Harper squad that can hit you from a lot of different places.
All right, well said. We're just moments away here from this national championship contest. Number 1 seeded Harper going up against the number 2 seeded Eastfield College Lady Harvesters. Main event of the weekend coming up next here on NJCAA TV.
NJCAA fans, the brand new NJCAA store is here. Visit shop.njcaa.org now to find the best NJCAA branded merchandise on the market. On your first order, be sure to use the promo code WELCOME10 and you'll receive 10% off your first order. With orders of $75 or more, you'll receive free shipping anywhere in the United States. So what are you waiting for? Visit shop.njcaa.org now and get your NJCAA gear today.
And on the way is the starting lineups brought to you by Tachikara.
Number 1, Carolina Sass. Number 2, Ariana Chiellini. Number 3, Emily Huprick. Number 4, Carly Chiodo. Number 5, Gianna Carosiello. Number 6, Leslie Salgado. Number 7, Ellie Bertzlaff. Number 8, Marielle Lugo. Number 9, Brianna Cullen. Number 10, Alex Hagney. Number 12, Gabby Fulo. Number 13, Lydia Schiller. Number 14, Sarah Undoni. Number 15, Nikki Alm. Number 16, Mackenzie Bush. Number 20, Angelina Nichols. The Hawks are coached by Bob Bilsoy and assisted by Jeannie Burns and Kathy Rinaldi. The Hawks will be the home team on the scoreboard. County's Lady Harvesters. From Mesquite, Texas. Number 1 is Jennifer Contreras. Number 2, Alyssa Tomlin. Number 3, Mara Munoz. Number 6, Naja Rivera. Number 7, Kirsten Fredrickson. Number 8, Callie Cadell. Number 11, Jade Turner. Number 12, Micah Turner. Number 14, Faith Faulkner. Number 16, Peyton Coslow. Number 17, Kishla Reyes. Number 19, Alex McPherson. Number 20, Chloe Hope. The Lady Harvesters are coached by Brandon Crisp and assisted by Lisa McGuire. It will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. Now on this Veterans Day, we would ask all of the veterans in the gym to please stand. Thank you for their service to our country. Now would everyone please stand and honor these vets and all vets with the singing of our national anthem by Marissa Hanson. Thank you, Marissa. Good luck to both teams as we play national championship volleyball.
Back again here on NJCAA TV. There you see on the net cam both teams shaking hands before this national title tournament. I think it's the loudest right now that it's been in this gym all day. Thanks for sticking with us through lineups and through the national anthem, and we're moments away.
In addition to being athletic, teams from Texas also very loud. I mean that in a complimentary way.
Yeah.
The Texas teams that show up at this national tournament always seem to have some of the loudest fans, although got to hand it to Harper, their fans who made the 200 and so mile trip from Palatine, Illinois. The faithful is in attendance, so both of these teams well represented. Should be loud, should be fun.
Yep, they got signs out there in the crowd. They got cutouts of players' heads out there. They're rocking, they're ready to roll. And so are we here for volleyball action. The entire weekend has come to a pass here, and this is the climax of action, if you will. Harper College, the designated home team, as they're the #1 seed from Palatine, Illinois. And Eastfield College, the designated away team. They'll be in their blue unis, white trim, orange numbers. And they will be attacking right to left here. Harper starting things off with the serve. Handled by Reyes. They'll go right back to her. Flushing it through the defense there. Up for the block there was Colin. And Bush was also in the area, but Reyes just put it through, and she'll head to the service line.
Keishla Reyes, the one that they want to get going quickly, led the team with 333 kills in the season, and she has a very dangerous serve, as evidenced yesterday and just now as she collects her first ace.
Yeah, 13 service aces against Jamestown in the first match yesterday.
Just an eye-popping number.
And so she gets one already here. Tough dig out, but they get it to the middle. Burzlaff, diving dig there from Reyes. Send it over the net. First chance here for Harper to set something up. Burzlaff dumping it over, and Ellie Burzlaff, that's her kill leader. That's her leader on this team. Get it going.
And maybe the most important part about that was getting Reyes off the service line and not allowing Eastfield to go on an early run and build the lead. Ellie Burzlaff had over 24 kills yesterday in 2 matches.
Far side to Fredrickson, but a attack error there as that one went wide of the designated in area. We're all squared away at 2 here early on in this national championship tilt. Serve right over the net, right back. Dump play chance here. They'll go in the middle, and these middle hitters, something to look out for Eastfield, and that was Peyton Coslow doing work there.
Yeah, Eastfield appears to have a bit of a size advantage. A couple players that stand over 6 feet tall. Harper doesn't have anyone in the roster that gets significant playing time that stands more than 5'10".
So good dig out there over the net. We'll see how Harper does it. Far side to Burzlaff. She'll send it in. Dig out by Reyes. Far side here, Fredrickson rather. And Harper will send it over. They cannot corral it. Lugo on the kill there. Back and forth action.
One thing you'll notice with Harper too, very calm demeanor. They follow their coach Bob Vilsoe, who is very rarely up off his seat. Very calm demeanor from him over on the sideline as well. You don't ever see him get too worked up. And so Harper College reflects their coach pretty well out there. Always staying calm, not letting things build or snowball too badly.
McPherson, a second opportunity, and that one is going to be in. Alex McPherson, the freshman middle blocker. She's had an excellent tournament. Talking about her, the leading hitting percentage on this team here, coming off the bench. She's magnificent. Going to go through the middle for Harper. They're going to get their own kill through the middle down. That was reigning MVP Sarah Udoni.
And Udoni very dangerous at the middle of the net. Has great vision there. Oftentimes the blocker's a little slow to get there, and so she's able to pick her spots in midair.
McPherson, but that one's dug out. They're going to go near side here, and that one is going to land in.
Emily Hupprich, the table setter for Harper College, also showing off her versatility, spiking that one down and just sneaking it inside the back line.
So Burzlaff here, almost a ace there, but they get it over. We go to the middle for Burzlaff, dug out though. Go to Fredrickson, who slams it down.
Brianna Cullen got a hand on it, but got there just a bit late. Cullen more comfortable on the front line than in the back. And so a side out back to Eastfield. We're tied up at 5.
So after tying it up, Fredrickson with her jump serve. Dug out there. They'll go through the middle. Dug out Eastfield. Reyes is just going to have to send it over. Harper can set something up. They'll go to Burzlaff, and she'll go long. So attack error for Ellie Burzlaff puts Eastfield back in the lead.
Kirsten Fredrickson, one of the few sophomores on this squad. She saw significant playing time a year ago on their third place squad.
And she's got an ace there. Looked like it might have been going long, but Colin played it on the back line there as it was coming right for her. And she turns to her teammate and says, "My bad."
Yeah, and they want to allow Ariana Cellini, their very talented libero, to handle these if she can. They're just coming in awfully hot. That time Cellini gets the opportunity.
Dug out there by Eastfield, far side. Reyes blocked at the net, recovered there. They'll go to McPherson on the other side. Blocked again, but out of play. McPherson on the kill.
Yeah, good job by McPherson to stick with it after the initial block by Harper. She just kept working her way down the net and across the defense and eventually got the kill.
It's a 4-point run here for Eastfield. Fredrickson still from the service line. Dug out there, joust at the net. Harper can set something up here. It's Burzlaff sending it over. They'll go in the middle to McPherson, blocked up at the net. See where they go with this one. Burzlaff again, and it's going to hit Eastfield, go straight down, and Burzlaff kills the rally.
That's something you'll see from Ellie Burzlaff too. She doesn't need to be at the net to be efficient on the attack. That shot was from about 8 feet back. The blockers were ready for it, but that's a very different thing to try and prepare for as a blocker. Ball's not coming in as fast, so you got to have a little bit more touch if you're going to send it back.
So we're going to have a net violation on Harper there. I believe it was Brianna Colin, number 9, getting called for it. So point back to Eastfield, and it'll be their libero, Tomlin, to set things off here. Flushing it through was Colin there. She makes amends for the last point, getting the kill there.
Cullen, one of the sophomores on this Harper squad, but didn't have significant playing time a year ago in the national championship run. So this might mean a little bit more to her than some other players that are out on the floor.
Gabby Fugel on the serve. Grace blocked up at the net. That's one of the best hitters in the entire country. Just got stuffed at the net. Number 16, Mackenzie Bush in the area. Big point there for Harper. See what they do. They're going to go in the middle, and it's going to be hit long from Koslow. And the attack error has tied things back up here. We're still early on here in set number 1, but the action is already off the charts.
And the level-headed demeanor of Harper paying off after giving up those 4 straight points. They didn't panic, clawed back, although Eastfield earns the side out now.
Yeah, that's Keishla Reyes with the booming hit. We've seen that all weekend from her as Chellaney checks back into the game for Harper. And back on the service for Eastfield is going to be Cadell, the setter for this squad. Harper, meanwhile, little loop pass and shaking her head. Yeah, it was Brianna Colin. Great play by her.
Yeah, Cullen much more comfortable when she's up near the net. Has made a couple good plays since she's rotated over onto that side.
Huprich on the serve there. Didn't even hit the net, went underneath.
And all she can do is laugh about that one. A complete miss hit by an otherwise very steady server in Emily Huprich.
So here's Keishla Reyes back at the service line. And a service ace, second one of the game for Keishla Reyes.
Harper probably hasn't seen a serve like that all season long. I'm not sure any team in this tournament has seen a serve like that. It is breathtaking to watch Reyes with this serve.
Hard dipping action, it's tough. Takes players a couple steps back on the dig. Point there, 2-touch to Harper. So back-to-back service aces for Keishla Reyes.
And what a luxury that is when you have a server that's this potent as Reyes is.
So she's on the line. Harper's going to have to respond here. Down 3 points here in set number 1. See what they can do here. Far side, Burzlaff in the middle, and she sticks it home.
Burzlaff for the second time now, ending Reyes' run at the service line. And that's almost as big as the point. I said it a moment ago, but Reyes, that serve is so impressive. that Harper needs to get her off the line as quickly as they can.
Colin now back from the line. Dug out there. They'll go in the middle. Koslow gets stiffed out. What about the kick dig from Reyes? How about that? Burzlaff now up in the air into the rafters. Reyes. It's Fredrickson. Dug out there by Harper. Far side now, and it's going to be a miss hit by Colin.
Keishla Reyes doing everything and using multiple appendages to do so as she saved that one across the net. An absolute phenomenal heads-up play by Reyes.
That was almost a soccer play right there. Kicking it high up in the air. It'll be Faulkner now, newly into the game, but dug out there. Burzlaff trying to get over. She does. Scramble here. Reyes is just going to send it over. Where will Harper go? They'll go to Lugo on the far side, but dug out. McPherson here setting up Fredrickson, who sends it over, but dug out. Here's Burzlaff. Great volley in action here. Sent over, but into the net there from Fredrickson. So point to Harper.
Yeah, and Harper needed that side out. They trail by 2 here, and Eastfield has looked a little bit more impressive than Harper has, but they're not panicking. They're hanging around. This is already looking like a classic national championship showdown.
McPherson with the dump. Well read there. Burzlaff on the far side. She knocks it in. Ellie Burzlaff gets her team back to within 1.
Burzlaff, the southpaw, likes to attack from that right side, and that time she cut it across the defense after sending it down the line on her previous 2 spike attempts. And so she's keeping the Eastfield defense guessing.
They'll go to Fredrickson. Dug out there by Chellaney. Perfect dig there. Lugo with the attack. Burzlaff will set. They'll send it over. Chance here for the Harvesters. They'll go to Faulkner, and Faulkner into the net.
Harper stole that point as that spike by Lugo never touched a member of Eastfield. And so a fortunate break there for Harper College.
Service here, dug out. They'll go in the middle to McPherson, and she stuffs it home.
Udoni was there for the challenge, but McPherson just powered it through.
Yeah, that's what she's done all weekend and all season long. Coming off the bench, and Alex McPherson looking like she's primed to take over Koslow's spot next year. So a service error there gets the point right back to Harper.
Tied up at 15 apiece, and Ellie Burzlaff heads to the back row for the moment. Also a very good server for her own right.
McPherson stuffed at the net. Eastfield, the setup, they'll just send it over, and out of play, very, very close. But good heads-up play. I believe it was Burzlaff who let that one go.
Well, when you're playing it safe like Fredrickson did, you got to make sure you keep it in bounds. That's not a situation where you try to play the sidelines. You just got to live to play for another possession.
Great serve by Burzlaff. An opportunity here for Lugo, and the attack error.
Lugo a bit short on her last 2 spike attempts now. She's got to get the ball up just a tad.
Back and forth action here.
Good communication there too as Huprich went over and talked to Lugo. Said, I'll set him up a little bit higher for you.
Fredrickson on the serve. Great dig out. Forcing it to the middle and stuffing it home was Schiller.
That was Sarah Udoni on the spike. Udoni's second kill of this first set.
So Sass is back here. Eastfield far side for Reyes, who hammers it home off the fingertips of the Harper defense. Udoni and Huprich.
Reyes with her 3rd kill. She's really done it all. A Swiss Army knife for Eastfield College.
Tomlin back for the serve. Chance here, far side, and it's going to be long. No tip here. Looking for it, though. The attack error on Colin. Great dig there by Colin. Harper's just going to send it over here. Chance here for Koslow in the middle. But Harper had them played really well. Burzlaff Dug out. They'll go far side for Reyes. And Reyes is going to be, her hit is going to be out. So point to Harper as the attack error on Keishla Reyes.
Well, and Harper fortunate there as they had nobody in the back row that would have been able to dive for that one. So they all just had to watch helplessly and hope it landed out of bounds. Lucky for them, it did.
Field goal on the serve and the service ace. Great team defense from Eastfield to even make that close to going over the net. But
Alyssa Tomlin with the diving attempt at it, and they nearly were able to pull it off and get it across the net. But for the time being, Harper has regained a 1-point lead.
Bugle sends it over once again. They'll go far side to Reyes, who goes off the Harper defense yet again to tie this first set up at 19 apiece.
Yeah, Reyes has definitely lived up to the hype so far in this first set. And these two teams certainly look like the class of Division III junior college volleyball right now, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Back and forth action, and this is the best volleyball we've seen all weekend long, as a attack error there once again by Colin. So 20-19 in favor of Eastfield. See how Harper can respond far side, and Bush is going to hit it out of play there. So a 2-point lead, and Harper wants to talk things over, and we will talk them over as well. NJCAA TV.
NJCAA fans, the brand new NJCAA store is here. Visit shop.njcaa.org now to find the best NJCAA branded merchandise on the market. On your first order, be sure to use the promo code WELCOME10 and you'll receive 10% off your first order. With orders of $75 or more, you'll receive free shipping anywhere in the United States. So what are you waiting for? Visit shop.njcaa.org now and get your NJCAA gear today.
Vance Tachikara is proud to be the official volleyball of the NJCAA and has generously provided all balls for NJCAA National Championship play for over 30 years. Tachikara, we've got the ball, you bring the game.
So we're back here from the Rochester Regional Sports Center. Both teams still in the huddle. We're in the late stages, but we're nearing the end of set number 1 here against Eastfield and Harper College.
And Bob Bilsoi calling a timeout for Harper. That's actually noteworthy. In their run to the national championship a year ago, he never called a timeout. Not a single one. He let his girls figure it out on the floor each time. He did have to call a couple timeouts yesterday against Columbus State, but already using one here early on. I'm guessing he's going to need more than one to overtake Eastfield.
Absolutely, and his team coming out firing, winning the point. So important, those points, when your back is up against the wall and you got to take a timeout. You come out and you win the next point. Now Harper back to within one, an opportunity to tie it up late here. But Reyes here on the kill, and she'll stick it through the defense off of Huprich and into the corner of the gym.
Reyes has such a smooth delivery, too, on that spike, and now she goes back behind the service line. The Harvesters wouldn't want anybody else back there right now with this game down to its last few points.
See if Harper can knock her out with one serve, but Reyes helping her own cause. Digging that one out. Fredrickson on the far side, blocked out. They'll go all the way to Faulkner on the other side, and Faulkner puts it home. 3-point lead, biggest advantage of the match so far for either team.
Faulkner got there just in the nick of time to get a hand on it and then sent it to the back row. All the Hawks had crept up. Another huge point on the way here with Eastfield leading by 3.
Reyes with the serve, the dig out, blocked out the net. Harper keeps it alive. Far side here, they'll send it over. Reyes gets to it though. They'll go to Koslow in the middle, and Koslow tipped at the net. 24-20 set point here as Eastfield putting the heat on Harper here in the first set.
You can bet Reyes is going to try to end it in style here.
A jump serve here, dug out there. Opportunity, great hang time on that dig, sending it over. Where's it going to go? They're going to go to Reyes, of course. Weak hit over the net. They'll go to Burzlaff. A little dump play. Joust at the net and never quite make it to the net. So a miss hit from Cadell, and Harper lives to fight another point.
They'll need to go on a run here, and it's Brianna Cullen back to serve for the Hawks. They're going to need consistency out of her.
She'll throw this one over. It's chance here for Koslow, throws it through. There it is, folks. Set one, 25-21. Eastfield coming out dominant in the end of that one. And they take set one here of this national championship game. They're hyped. Harper's looking to respond. We'll be back here, NJCAA TV.
Zone, caught, touchdown. The Barnes and Olympico and a goal. Barnes shot a goal. Unbelievable.
Back again here on NJCAA TV. We're hanging out here. It was Eastfield College taking set number one over the reigning national championship, defending still Harper College. What do we see out of the first set, and what does Harper need to retool a little bit to take set two?
Well, I think for Harper, the biggest thing, they haven't seen a team like Eastfield definitely in this tournament with the amount of speed, the way the ball explodes off of their hands, especially Keishla Reyes. You could say the same for Alex McPherson. Just some explosive spikes, and so Harper needs to make an adjustment. Harper, a very organized team. They play solid defense. They're very sound, but they don't have necessarily anybody like who Eastfield has with Reyes, with those very difficult to handle top spin ace type of serves. And so Harper's going to have to make the adjustment. They're going to have to limit their mistakes simply to try and match the talent that Eastfield has. It was a very tightly contested first set, and Eastfield played very well and mistake-free. And so maybe if they start to miss on a few of those types of serves that have a lot of top spin and a lot of speed, or same with their spikes and attacks, then Harper can take advantage. But Eastfield looked very impressive in that first set.
I think the most important thing for Eastfield, too, so far, they're out there having fun. You know, they're having a ton of fun out there. We saw them in their huddle in between sets, and I think that they're enjoying the moment right now. So we'll see how Harper can respond. The first attempt is blocked up at the net. It was Colin going up, and she gets stuffed by Eastfield.
And I mentioned the calm demeanor of Harper. It's a little easier to be calm when you're hardly ever trailing, which was the case in the first day of this tournament in their first two matches. They're facing a little adversity right now. We'll see how they respond.
Great diving dig there from Sass. allowing Harper to get it over. They'll go to Koslow in the middle, and an attack error. What a magnificent dive from Sass to steal a point away from Eastfield.
Those are the types of plays that Harper's going to need to make against this talented Eastfield squad.
All the way over for Colin again. She's stuffed at the net. This one's going to go over. Reyes gets to it, jousts at the net. Eastfield all over it. Faulkner pushing it through.
Yeah, Faith Faulkner, a smart play there, just dropping the hammer. Sometimes when that ball stays at the net for a long time like it just did, you just got to keep hammering at it and hope that eventually the defense will be out of position.
2-1 Eastfield. Reyes from the serving line. Dug out there, opportunity here for Harper in the middle. Burzlaff sticks it through.
And a nice job by Brianna Cullen. She struggled with the first couple serves that she saw from Reyes in that first set. The last few she's been ready for. She's made the adjustment and got Reyes off the service line. And again, it's Ellie Burzlaff with the spike that makes it happen.
Colin now on the service line herself here. Sets it up far side for Fredrickson, and Fredrickson sticks it home in the corner. Kirsten Fredrickson, the sophomore outside hitter from Bluffdale, Texas.
Dan Fredrickson, one of the leaders on the team a year ago that had to settle for third place. They didn't get their shot at Harper. They lost the round before in 5 sets to Ridgewater. And so Fredrickson, you can bet, still has that chip on her shoulder.
Fredrickson, another kill here. Harper looking to just get it over. They will do so. Eastfield can set up McPherson in the middle. Blocked up at the net, kept alive though. The hit into the net though, and Colin, yet another attack error for her.
Yeah, Cullen just hasn't been very sharp yet in this one. She was very sharp yesterday in both of their victories.
So Koslow on the serve here. The set to Burzlaff. That one will fall down for Burzlaff. Ellie Burzlaff, her second kill of the set.
And 6th of the match for Burzlaff. She is one cool customer, and Harper has needed every one of them up to this point.
Reyes with the dig there. They will go to Faulkner. Read well by Harper though. In the middle, throwing it down, Sarah Udoni.
And Udoni heating up. For her standards, she was relatively quiet yesterday in their 2 match victories. But again, Harper, one of those teams with so many attackers, it's easy to get lost in the shuffle. And Udoni did her part yesterday, stepping up here in the early going, as that set from Callie Cadell is left short for Alex McPherson.
Yeah, and I think Cadell a little short for Pearson, giving her a little bit of the, the pointer finger. And the kill there for Fredrickson. Gonna tie things right back up.
Fredrickson having herself a nice set. That's her 2nd kill, but they've been going to her a lot.
Faith Faulkner will step off, make way for Mara Munoz, the defensive specialist. She's on the service line, but it's handled there. Little dump play. Go far side, Fredrickson. Dug out easily though. They'll go to Burzlaff on the outside. Tipped out of play. Kill to Burzlaff, point to Harper College. And that's a good sign. They need her to get going here in set number 2.
I'm going to make a bold prediction. If Harper does come back and win the championship, Burzlaff will likely be the MVP. She carried him yesterday, and so far in this match has kept him hanging around against a very game Eastfield squad. Alex McPherson with her 4th kill of the match.
So that'll tie things up back at 6. It'll send Fredrickson back to the service line here early on in set number 2. Dug out there in the middle. Dump kill handled really well though. Fredrickson coming up from the back line with the hit. Dug out there. Here's Burzlaff. Blocked at the net. Not sure if that was hit into the net, but Keishla Reyes was there.
Yeah, and the officials do call it a 4-hit on Harper, so Burzlaff just didn't get that one over. She's been very efficient on her attack, so a rare miscue for Ellie Burzlaff.
So Fredrickson now with the lead here. Really great serve. Can Harper get it over? They will. We're going to say carry there on that last hit. So they do get it over, but a infraction. And Eastfield on a little bit of a run here to regain the lead.
No team likes to go down 2-0, so Harper can't allow this to snowball.
Especially against a really tough Eastfield team. It would be tough to win 3 straight sets. And throwing it down there was Udoni, and if she has anything to say about it, they're not going to be down 2-0.
Udoni with 4 kills so far already in the match. Her max was 5 yesterday. As I said, got a little lost in the shuffle, still very efficient in the victories yesterday, but they're going to need extra production out of her if they're going to come away as a national champion again.
Reyes on that last play blocked at the net, tried to hit it over once again, but hit it wide. So we're all squared away at 8. Sass. See what Eastfield can do. They're going to go to Reyes again. Absolutely no chance for Harper there. They had one blocker up at the net in Huprich, and no chance for Chellaney.
Yeah, as Chellaney dove, she got a hand on it, but she kind of laid on the ground for about a half second, almost mesmerized at the way that ball came flying in and the amount of speed that it had. Reyes, it just looks different when she hits the ball.
Put back by Koslow. This one's going to be sent through the middle. Udoni with the kill, putting Harper back even.
Udoni having herself a match, up to 5 kills already, just behind Burzloff, the leaders coming out to play here for Harper.
So it's Fugel back now with the running start. See where Eastfield goes. They'll go to Reyes, why not? Dug out there, great job there by Burzloff, showing off the defensive chops. They'll go far side to Cullen again, and Cullen puts it home. Kind of a weird, really tough play just to even get a hand on it. The set wasn't there, but the kill was.
Well, and if anything, it threw off the defense a bit more than Cullen, as she had to adjust in the air. The blockers were already prepared for the big spike.
That one's going to be through the middle, hit them where they ain't. That's Mackenzie Bush.
Yeah, Bush, good vision that time. At the last second, looking in the back row, not seeing anybody there. Used a soft touch to put it in the right spot.
That one's going to be too long there, as Fugel with a service error. But her team still winning by 1. She will sub off there and make way for the return of the libero Chellaney. And it's the setter for Eastfield and Goodell on the service line. They'll go through the middle, and there it is. Bush again, back-to-back kills for her in the last 2 Harper points.
2 of the last 3 points for Bush, and attacking from the middle. They can get her to step up a bit. That would be a huge help to this Hawks cause.
That one's going to be hit into the net from Huprich. And you don't want to see a lot of service errors, especially against a tough Eastfield team, and especially not in the national title game.
Well, that's the second of the day already for Huprich, which normally a very steady player from behind that service line.
Burzloff with the kill. Can they send it over? They can. Harper's going to reset. Burzloff again from the outside. What a dig by Reyes. Pulling now off of Tomlin. That one was going out, but Tomlin stuck her hand out. And a magnificent point to Harper.
Brandon Crisp doing a nice job right now, telling his girls to just calm down, as we saw Reyes and the libero Tomlin get into it a little bit over there on the sideline. I think they had some miscommunication.
That one sent right back. They're going to look for Fredrickson on the side, tipped up at the net. Opportunity for Harper. Burzloff, little dump play here. That'll be Reyes with the hit, and she will knock it down. Chellaney doing her best, but perfectly placed, perfectly spotted from Reyes.
Yeah, Chellaney, almost like a soccer goalie there, had to guess where it was coming from and simply guessed wrong. It started to go to her left instead of to her right.
The setup here in the middle. Bush is going to smack it down.
Bush with the hot hand, 3 kills out of the last 5 Harper points.
Cadell not happy about that last one. Smacked her hand down to the hardwood. Harper holding on to a 2-point lead here about midway through set number 2. Oh, weird dig there. Harper's just going to have to send it over. It's going to set up Eastfield. McPherson in the middle, who smacks it down.
And Harper had no chance. McPherson got the quick feed. Smart play that time by Cadell, not allowing Harper's defense to get set up and trusting McPherson that she'd put it in the right spot, and she absolutely did.
Yeah, you see McPherson in the middle, just so good at finishing and showing off the chops, and why she hit over 400 for the entire year for this Eastfield team. Other side now for Burzloff, trying to draw the line there, but was unable to.
We're tied at 14. This is the exact same place we were in set number 1. These two teams very evenly matched, going point for point.
Munoz with the serve there will be Burzloff looking for the kill. She gets it, cross-court kill.
Gotta have a quick memory when you're a top hitter like Burzloff is, and she immediately forgets about that attack error a moment ago, cuts it across the defense and gets her 8th kill of the match.
She has the serve now. She's going to put it over, and a service ace there from Burzloff. That gets the Harper fans and the Harper bench up and jumping.
Yeah, big point again for Burzloff. She is really showing off her leadership here, keeping her demeanor as Harper dealing with some adversity that they're not really used to as the top-ranked team in the country for most of the season.
Is going to find the back line there. Great hit, back-to-back kills, Ellie Burzloff.
Yeah, Burzloff has scored the last 3 points now for Harper. 2 kills and an ace.
Going to go inside. McPherson, kind of a weird-looking setup there. Far side, they'll go to Lugo, who hits it long.
And I think they're going to say it was touched by Callie Cadell, who is beside herself, saying, no way, I'm a setter. I don't even get up there for the block. If anybody touched it, it would have been one of the Eastfield blockers, and so a tough call there. And I think Brandon Crisp is going to take a timeout. He can sense a little frustration setting in on the Eastfield side as Harper has an 18-14 lead here in the second set. We'll take a quick timeout as well. You're watching the National Volleyball Championship here on NJCAA TV.
NJCAA fans, the brand new NJCAA store is here. Visit shop.njcaa.org now to find the best NJCAA branded merchandise on the market. On your first order, be sure to use the promo code WELCOME10 and you'll receive 10% off your first order. With orders of $75 or more, you'll receive free shipping anywhere in the United States. So what are you waiting for? Visit shop.njcaa.org now and get your NJCAA gear today.
Back again here on NJCAA. There you see the gym full of fans here on your screen. They're waiting to see a national champion get crowned. If you're just joining us, Eastfield took the very first set. Right now we're in the middle of set 2 action. Harper currently holding on to a 4-point lead, 18-14. As you mentioned, frustration setting in for Eastfield. So if you're head coach Brandon Crisp, what are you telling your team right now?
Just to calm down, just that, you know, you're only down by 4 points. It's a little bit of adversity. It's really their first bit of extended adversity with 4 points in a row being scored by Harper. And so really that timeout just a chance for them to regather. And it looks like it pays off as Reyes gets another kill.
How about the hit from Reyes, though, perfectly spotting it on the back line. She's been a difference maker all game and all tournament long.
Yeah, I mentioned my MVP choice for Harper. I think it's a pretty safe bet that Reyes might be awarded that if Eastfield does indeed take this championship.
That one's going to be stuffed through at the net. It's Udoni with the kill there.
Udoni already surpassing her kill total for both matches yesterday, and Harper definitely needs that type of production on number 14.
So Sass back on the service there. That one tough to handle, and Sass with a service ace for Harper. They find themselves up 20-15 now.
Callie Cadell needs to calm her nerves here a little bit for Eastfield as she was trying to send that one back. Wasn't that difficult of a play. Just tried to do a little too much with it.
McPherson stuffs that one through from the outside this time, as the freshman middle blocker from San Antonio having a heck of a match here.
Yeah, 6 kills for McPherson. And a good regroup there by Cadell as well to put that pass right on the mark.
Colin just has to send it over. Chance for Eastfield. It's going to be Koslow who overhits the mark. They're looking for the tip, but Koslow's not going to get the call. She's beside herself. She thought for sure there was a tip, but it's 21-16 in favor of Harper. Lots of fans making the drive from Illinois up to Minnesota. Nice dig out. Reyes on the far side. Dug out there. That one is going to be hit high and tall.
Yeah, Cullen just a little too strong from that left side. Perhaps a little too overzealous as she got the chance off the Reyes spike. And sometimes when you have spikers on the other side that are hitting the fastballs that you're not typically used to seeing, you maybe try to put a little bit more on it, and I think that's what Cullen tried to do there.
Harper just going to have to send it over. They'll go far side. Reyes looking for a great dig out there by Burzlaff. See where they go with this one. Top of the net. Great dig, great team defense by Eastfield. They'll go in the middle to Bush. Kept alive by Harper. Far side now. Kept alive once again. See where they go. It's going to go back over the net. Eastfield going to have a chance to set it up. Koslow in the middle, but another great dig this time for Harper, and that one's going to go in the net for Brianna Cullen. So after all that, Eastfield with the point.
Yeah, another missed time play by Cullen as Harper had to work very hard to keep that alive, as did Eastfield. Longest volley of the match up to this point.
So Harper with the chance to get it right back. Burzlaff sending it through. Dug out there. They'll go near side here to Faulkner, who paints the line, paints the corner, and sends it in for the kill.
Yeah, Eastfield hasn't really attacked much from the right side, and so Faulkner coming from that edge threw Harper off a little bit, and Bob Vilsoe is going to call a timeout.
So we'll take a timeout as well here on NJCAA. You're watching the national championship match right here.
Jim Borlo wins the 2017 Junior College World Series.
Back to Cleaver for three, and she drains it.
Lane winds up shot and a goal.
2 seconds to go. Rangers, a long three. Oh my goodness!
It's a walk-off base hit for Michael Smith.
It's an Olympico and a goal for Paradise Valley, J.C. Duncan.
Well, there's the feed into Rodriguez to jam.
Thanks for kicking it with us here on NJCAA TV. We got a great championship match right in front of us. We're in the second set here. Eastfield leading 1-0. But Harper currently up 21-19. But Eastfield on a little bit of a run as of late. Cadell still on the service line.
Eastfield scored the last 3 points, and they certainly have the momentum leading to that last Harper timeout.
So we'll see what Harper does. They'll go to Colin. Dug out there, far side. Reyes will send it over. Blocked at the net by Bush.
Mackenzie Bush has had a great second set. She scored 4 Harper points. None bigger than that one.
22-19, knocking on the doorstep of a set 2 win. Reyes throws it up, saved by Harper. Thrown up by Burzlaff. Where will they go? They'll go to Faulkner, who will send it out. Was it tipped? No, it was not. Arms extended, trying to get to it. Did not get to it. And very fortunate for that.
Yeah, and the back judge, not the most confident in her call either. That was a 50-50 ball for sure.
Koslow through the middle. The sophomore playing in her final junior college game. And that will send Reyes back to the service line with 3 points to make up in a hurry for Eastfield. Reyes sends it over, dug out. Where will Harper go? They'll go to Burzlaff in the middle. Great dig out there. They'll go far side. Fredrickson. And it'll be a a carry violation on Fredrickson. And Brandon Crisp cannot believe it.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. That's a very touch call over on that side on Fredrickson. She's upset visibly, and Brandon Crisp wants some explanations. There's been a couple close calls in this set, and both have seemed to go against Eastfield. Now it's a set point for Harper.
Yeah, set point indeed. They'll have Cullen from the service line. She will send it into the net. So Eastfield will live to fight another day here. McPherson going to come on as they're looking for a little bit of offense. She subbed out for Alyssa Tomlin, the libero, and it will be Koslow from the service line. See what Harper can do. They'll go in the middle. Bush sends it home and through, but it's out.
Woo, that was close.
That was real close.
Reyes put her hand up in the air, almost like a basketball player when they say, no, I didn't touch it, I didn't touch it. And I don't think she did, but it was awfully close.
Koslow sends it through. Great diving spike by Talanian, sending it through for the set win. Who else but Ellie Burzlaff?
Ellie Burzlaff up to 10 kills now on the match. And Harper has tied things up at 1 apiece.
We head to set number 3. We're tied up at 1 apiece here. Stick with us, NJCAA TV.
Zone, caught, touchdown. The Barnes and Olympico, and a goal. Winds up shot, a goal, unbelievable. Back again here on NJCAA TV. We're hanging out here just about set for set 3 action. So give me a quick rundown on set number 2. Harper bouncing back. How were they able to do that?
Yeah, they took that second set 25-22. They won a couple close points that they didn't win in the first set, quite frankly. I mean, these two teams, there's not much of a difference between them. They have different styles. But both are very good offensively, setting up their attack. They anticipate well on defense, and so there's not a huge difference. Wouldn't be a big surprise to see this thing go 5 sets, but Harper just won the close matchups that time. Really, it's not going to be surprising. I think it'd be more surprising at this point if we did have a set where one team didn't get up to, say, 20 points. These two teams are just going to battle back and forth. And Harper won the close battles that time around. We'll see if Eastfield can respond here in set number 3.
Frustrating set for Eastfield. They're still in their huddle, just broke it. If you're head coach Brandon Crisp, what do you tell your team to calm them down just a little bit during the intermission?
Yeah, I think it's the quarterback theory, right? When you throw an interception, you got to have a short memory and just forget it and move on. Obviously, they already know they can play with Harper since they took that first set. And so it's a new set. It's a new slate. It's all fresh and clean. So play your game, do what got you here, and let's keep feeding our attackers. Let's keep being aggressive on offense and making sure that we're reactive on defense and getting to our spots the way we need to be.
So we're all set for action here. Huprich with the serve there. See where Eastfield goes. Koslow through the middle, and Koslow makes a statement on the very first point of the game.
Those middle attacks are so tough to defend against, especially off a quick set. Cadell providing another one in that spot. She's done a masterful job of that so far in this match.
Reyes serving it up here. Great dig up. Harper's getting better and better. The dump attempt there. It's going to go to Faulkner on the false side. She's going to get blocked all the way over for Fredrickson. Great play just to get it over the net. They'll set up Burzlaff, who's going to try and hit it far side, but will be an attack error, Ellie Burzlaff.
Yeah, and Burzlaff wanted to cut that one across the defense and cut it just a tad too far. It even had some side spin on it, as it kind of looked like a cut fastball tailing back to the left. So didn't hit that one quite right. This is a game of not just inches, but centimeters at times.
So that one through the middle now, and it's Fredrickson putting her team up 3-0 in the early going here.
Big start for Eastfield. They're keeping Reyes behind the service line. It's causing Harper to be unable to get into their attack, and the longer they can have Reyes back there, the better.
Going to be put up. Net joust there, and a service ace for Reyes as she continues her hot game.
Yeah, Harper needs a side out now, or else Vilsoe might want to consider calling a timeout if Eastfield gets another point and makes it 5-0 here.
See what happens. Reyes with the running jump serve here. Throw it over, going to Cullen, who sticks it up over the defense and through.
And I don't know, Reyes seemed to bring more speed with each serve. That last one got an audible gasp from Kaiser DeCam over here, our producer. And so a very key side out for Harper College. Now Brianna Cullen, her second service error of this match, sends it right back to Eastfield.
So that'll send Koslow back to the line. Peyton Koslow, the middle blocker from the bank, Texas, sticks it in the net. Upset with herself on that one. We'll see if Harper can't get a run of things here. Chellaney back into the game, back to the server line here.
When these teams are this evenly matched, those service errors are just magnified all the more.
This one to Burzlaff, dug out by Reyes. It's going to go back to Fredrickson, dug out by Chellaney. They'll go back to Burzlaff. A little soft attempt there. They'll go over to Reyes, who sticks it home.
Reyes from about 8 feet behind the net, still got a good number on it. And Harper's defense just not able to handle it. They're in a 4-point hole here early in set 3.
Yeah, she's had about 2 or 3 kills this match already, where she's well behind the net, but still able to stick it home.
Well, good hitters are able to attack from a lot of different places on the floor. Reyes, Burzlaff, both able to do so. And you can add Alex McPherson to that list as well, although I don't think she landed quite right. She started limping a bit. Seems to be okay now.
Yeah, and I think they're going to give a violation to Eastfield. So that point actually going to Harper, as I'm not sure who came across, but I feel like it was a net violation. I think they put up number 19, so maybe McPherson not landing right. She makes amends, though. Comes right back and gets the kill, gets the point right.
Yeah, I think that right foot's just fine as she came across and slammed that one home. So however she landed gingerly, the pain either didn't last long or it didn't bother her for longer than a couple seconds.
Fredrickson on the serve here and dug out in the middle. Udoni with it, and it's going to be point to Harper as another net violation on Eastfield. I think they tagged Fredrickson with that one.
Well, for Harper, you're down by 3, and you should probably feel fortunate to be in that position as Eastfield really came out firing the first few points. So Harper can get a couple more here. That's not going to help as Reyes hammers that one down the line. Burzlaff unable to handle it. As over on the sideline, Bob Vilsoe working with Marielle Lugo, trying to provide some instruction, and I'm sure it has something to do with how to stop Keishla Reyes.
So the serve here, the libero, Tomlin. They'll go through the middle. Udoni is stuffed. Right back is Reyes. Harper with a chance. They'll go far side for Colin. Flag down, point to Eastfield. 2-touch on Harper.
Yeah, the double hit called on Emily Huppridge. Hasn't had her best game yet. Harper's going to need her A game in order to come away with the championship today.
Udoni stuffs it through the middle this time. The kill is successful for Sarah Udoni.
Yeah, and Udoni has certainly brought her A game, looking like the MVP from a year ago.
Song audible, let's go Hawks chant in this gym. Fugel with the serve now. Eastfield will go to Reyes. The soft touch, they'll go all the way over to Colin, who will send it over. Dug out there, joust at the net. Kept alive by Eastfield. Reyes will send it over, and it's touched at the net by Bush. Down and out of play, so Keishla Reyes, another kill to her total.
Yeah, mark up another one. I've got her down for 9, and I think that's the third or fourth one that she's done from behind the red line on the floor. I mean, she just finds a way to bring that powerful right hand and find a spot on the floor to get a point.
Absolutely amazing. I'm with you. She's tournament MVP for me if Eastfield is able to get it done, but Harper and Colin there trying to reverse form here.
Colin with her third kill. It hasn't been her best match yet either, but still a lot of volleyball to play. She can turn that around.
Huppridge started off this set. She will get this one going here. High set for Reyes, and that one's going to find the out-of-bounds territory. It looked real close to me.
Yeah, and even our near judge here had to back up out of the way and rely on the line judge on the other side for that call. And Brandon Crisp wanted to say, in fact, he's working on the near side judge, saying that's the second time that call has been incorrect. And I don't know, tough to tell from where we were standing whether it was in or out.
Reyes is going to send one through in for the kill for Keishla Reyes.
And now a yellow card being issued to Emily Huppridge. I think these players perhaps getting a little too vocal with their disdain with the line judges. To the line judges' credit, there have been a lot of balls that have been right on or past the line. And so they've had a lot of close calls to make in this match. And so I think that's more of a warning to a team captain like Huppridge, saying, we need to keep our voices down here. Focus on your play. Don't focus on the officiating.
Yeah, I've been covering volleyball for 3 or 4 years now. I think that's only the second time that I've ever seen a card be issued in a game here. So Reyes with the jump serve here, scores 7-11. Up through the middle, Bush. Great job by Cadell to just let it roll through. And the attack error from Mackenzie Bush.
Well, just when Harper is starting to make a run now, it's Eastfield putting him back in an arm's length.
We'll go back to the middle, blocked up by Bush. Harper with another opportunity. They'll go to Colin. That one's blocked up out of play, so point to Harper as they cut it back to a 4-point lead.
Yeah, Colin really wanted that one after she spiked it and saw the block going above her head. She just jogged back to the service line. She's ready to get some points back.
That one freshly into the game, Marielle Lugo with the putback.
Another Harper Hawk that needs to get going. That's her first kill. She is one of their better hitters, one of the 5 that they rotate through though. So as I mentioned, Udoni getting lost in the shuffle at times yesterday. So far Lugo has been a bit quiet, but that just shows you this Harper team has a lot of weapons.
Reyes sent through, dug out that time by Colin. Burzlaff with the kill attempt, and she gets it done. It goes off the arms of the setter Cadell and about 8 to 10 rows up into the audience.
Yeah, the Eastfield cheering section getting a first-hand look at Ellie Burzlaff's power as she now has 11 kills on the match.
Colin sends that one into the net for a service error.
That's her third of the match now. She's got to eliminate those.
Couple points there for Harper as they pull a little bit closer now. They're just down 3. We need to string together some points here. They go far side for Lugo. Dug out by Reyes. They'll go right back to Faulkner. Chance here. A dump attempt there from Bush. Unable to get it over the net though.
Well, she hessitated. She changed her mind midair. She was going to set that one up to Ellie Burzloff and instead decided to take it herself at the last minute. She was already too deep.
Koslow will send that over. They'll go to Burzloff this time, and Burzloff hitting her mark.
We have the perfect angle for that spike. We are just about behind the Harper team right now as you're looking on your screen, mid-range. And the way Burzloff attacks that left hand from the right side, you can see that she's just picking an angle and cutting it down that line. That was her 12th kill of the match. And she does basically the same thing on that attempt. This time Eastfield able to dig it out.
So I believe 2 touches is going to be the call on Eastfield there. Point to Harper as they've cut it back to a 2-point deficit. And it's Chellaney with the great service there. Blocked up at the net there, but who else? The reigning MVP, Sarah Udoni.
Yeah, a lot of players get hyped up about a big spike. Udoni, almost every block she has, she jumps twice as high on the celebration. She is a defense-first minded player.
So the service error there from Chellaney will take it back to a 2-point game. We're about midway, a little over midway from this third set here. Tie-breaking third set, 15-13 in favor of Eastfield. That one's going to go too long, so the 2 teams exchanging service errors.
And that is exactly how you do it there. Ariana Chellaney kind of stutter-stepping with the ball, following it all the way to the baseline, and deciding at the very last minute to let it go for the service error.
Reyes dug out there by Burzloff. Send it far side. Lugo will send it over. McPherson dug out there by Harper. Great job. Burzloff with a contempt now. She'll just send it over. Great diving dig there. Couple great diving digs. Great sequencing. Sending it into the net is Marielle Lugo.
Yeah, Lugo knew it as soon as she hit it that she didn't hit it quite right. And so ending what was a good volley with a lot of good hits and saves, Lugo with the miscue.
Here's Fredrickson now, the running serve. Clips the top of the net. She hit it in the exact same spot.
Yeah, it really froze Burzloff after it hit the net. She was waiting for it to come in hot, and then by it touching the top of the net, the ball just kind of died.
So Fredrickson with another serve here, handled this time by Harper. In the middle, and it's Udoni hitting it high and out of play.
Just a little too strong and no touch by Eastfield, and so now the Harvesters have built their lead back up to 4. Bob Vilsoe going to call a timeout, seeing his team that had almost come all the way back now give up 3 straight points. You're watching the NJCAA.
Lane winds up shot and a goal.
2 seconds ago.
Rangers, a long 3. Oh my goodness!
It's a walk-off base hit for Michael Smith.
It's an Olympico and a goal for Paradise Valley, J.C. Duncan. Well, there's a feed into Rodriguez to jam.
Fans, Tachikara is proud to be the official volleyball of the NJCAA and has generously provided all balls for NJCAA national championship play like this one for over 30 years. Tachikara, we've got the ball, you bring the game.
You play volleyball, it's got to be a Tachikara.
Got to be a Tachikara.
30 years of supporting college athletics.
And I can confirm, as that one rolls through for Udoni, can confirm seeing the balls firsthand in person. Every single ball down on that court is a Tachikara.
Absolutely.
So Sass back to the service line here. Her team in need of a run, down 15 to 18. She'll send that one over. They'll go to McPherson, who's stuffed in the net, unable to recover. Great team defense there. Colin in there, as well as Udoni.
Yeah, Udoni really gets hyped up by those blocks. And the Harper defense helping earn some points now.
And Caroline Sass with the service ace there. Put Harper back to within one here in this third set.
I'd say that was an effective timeout. 3 points in a row for Harper.
We'll send this one over again. Sent over, right back, return to sender. Reyes sends it back. Harper with a chance to set up now. Udoni in the middle. Dug out, they'll go up and over. It's Fredrickson, dug out there by Chelani. Udoni sending it through. Great dig there by Tommen. Dump play over here, chance for McPherson, and she puts it home through.
Well, McPherson gets the kill, but Tomlin saved that point. I don't know how she slipped her right hand underneath that Udoni spike, but she saved the point. This game should be tied, but Tomlin kept it from happening, and she heads back to the serve now.
Serve is in. Harper looking for a quick point here. Udoni is going to get it. A little bit of miscommunication, and it falls right in front of 3 Lady Harvesters.
And this time Udoni makes it count. She wanted it back after getting robbed of the kill a moment ago.
So Fugel here, freshly into the game, freshly into the server area. They'll go far side. Reyes, 2 blockers, and they're unable to corral it. Reyes with the kill.
Yeah, both Bush and Huppridge were there, but Reyes simply too powerful in that attempt.
So to be the setter for this Eastfield. Cadell back for the serve. They'll go middle for Bush. Great dig out there by Fredrickson. Middle for Koslow. Burzloff digs it out, but they're going to say point there.
Yeah, Mackenzie Bush called for being in the net, and so the point goes to Eastfield. They're back up by 3.
So Cadell back from the server line again. Her team, that one is going to be in. Back judge calling it on the line. Service ace. And Eastfield starting to pull away late here, 22-18.
And Bob Bilsoy not going to the officials. He goes to his players standing over in the sidelines and asks them, what did you guys think, in or out? So that's a good way to, talk to the officials without talking to them directly.
As Cullen smacks it through home with some authority. Breaking the run here, but Harper running out of time here in this set number 3. That one will be sent up and over. Where is it going to go? Reyes stick it through. Harper with an opportunity. Burzloff's just going to send it over. Hit the reset button. Reyes once again. That one's going to be out. Attack error from Kishla Reyes.
Yeah, and Sass wouldn't have been able to get there anyway, and so I'm sure she was happy to see that one land just outside the line.
And the service ace there from the back line, Emily Huppridge.
Yeah, Huppridge had a couple service errors early on, but has been on point on the serve here as Harper back within a point. Here we are in the third set. It's Eastfield leading 22-21, and there has not been much room for error in any of these sets. It was 25-21, Eastfield winning the first set, 25-22. However, Harper won set number 2, and so they seem to be getting even closer the later we go. It's just been a fantastic matchup up to this point late in set 3.
Yeah, and how about Harper soaring back too? Eastfield was up 22-18 and not even a timeout called by Harper. They just adjusted on the fly and on the court. You mentioned that they're really good at doing that, and they've come back 3 straight points, and they're right back into the thick of things here late in set number 3.
And it was 3 straight points after that 50-50 call. We've mentioned these officials have had a tough task today. I don't know how many balls have been right on the line or close or just beyond. And it was one of those points that could have made Harper lose their cool and think, oh man, that call went against us. Instead, they respond with 3 straight points. So very impressive to see that type of level-headedness out of the Harper Hawks.
So still Huprich from the server line. Her team looking to tie things up here. They'll go in the middle and tossing it down for the big point. Koslow straight out of the timeout.
Yeah, that's a big point for Eastfield. And almost as important, look who's back on the service line. It's Keishla Reyes.
She has an opportunity with 2 points to send set 3 in the books here in this national championship match. Harper trying to say something about that. Through the middle and down is Koslow.
Koslow going back-to-back both times in the middle. And you can tell she's a team favorite as the bench explodes. Set point on the way.
24-21. Eastfield on the verge of taking a 2-1 lead. That one's going to be thrown in high into the air. They'll set Bush trying to finesse right back. And how about Peyton Koslow in the middle?
Give me all 3 of these, Peyton Koslow. The last 3 points of the set, and Eastfield takes a 2-1 lead in this match.
So the final set score at 25-21. Eastfield will have a chance at a national title when we return. Harper trying to send it to set 5. Don't go anywhere.
Zone, caught, touchdown.
The margin, Olympico, and a goal.
The shot, a goal, unbelievable.
Back again here on NJCAA TV. You're watching, listening, feeling the excitement of this national title game. Harper College, a #1 seed, down 2-1. Eastfield on the verge of history, greatness. First off, how does Eastfield do it here to take set number 4? And then how does Harper College take this to a set 5?
I mentioned it before. Again, both of these teams eclipsing 20 points in all 3 sets. And so I think you can expect a tightly contested 4th set. So whichever team eliminates the mistakes, the margin for error between these two is very thin. The difference in talent is very thin. They have different styles, but Eastfield has been able to overpower Harper 2 out of 3 sets to this point, and they don't want to see it go to a 5th set. We've talked about it before. We saw it in our 3rd place matchup. Central Lakes was down 2-1, and in a 5th set, anything can happen. So for Harper, they need to try and force the 5th set. That would give them some momentum. But for Eastfield, make no mistake about it, they want to see this end here in this 4th set.
The start important here for Harper. Burzlaff sends that over. They'll go to Reyes to try and get the point off the top of the net. Dump play there, read well. How about that hit from Fredrickson? Through the middle, blocked off. Harper gonna send it over here. Eastfield with a chance to set up to Reyes. She'll just dump it over here. Chance right back to Colin. Another chance for the Eastfield players. Harper right back through the middle. What a dig by Fredrickson, stuffed at the net, and somehow sent over. Here's Harper. That one is out. Point to Eastfield.
That was just the first point. First point of the 4th set. That was like 90 seconds. Great job with your descriptions. I can't even recap everything that just happened, but Eastfield, that defense just kept them alive long enough, and now Fugel with another attack error. She gave up the point on the last one, and now it's a 2-0 lead for Eastfield.
So the start was important for both teams. If you're Harper, you don't want to be playing down for too long in this 4th set, so they need to go on a little bit of a run here. Eastfield all over these balls. Point to Harper as the carry is going to be called on these Lady Harvesters.
Yeah, lift called on Eastfield. They've been tagged with a couple of those so far, and so, you know, pushing their limits a bit, but now here's Huprich, her 3rd service error of the evening. Harper has really shot themselves in the foot with those, where Eastfield has been very clean behind the service line.
That's going to send Reyes to the server line. Her team up 3-1. Booming serve by her. To Burzlaff, blocked at the net, but down out of bounds off of the Eastfield blocker. Burzlaff with the kill.
Yeah, and she's up to 13 now on the night, so Ellie Burzlaff, the leading attacker for Harper, has certainly done her part.
So Colin now from the back line. Dug out by Fredrickson in the middle. Koslow with the finesse move and the accuracy.
Just keeps it in bounds. Koslow, of course, scored the last 3 points of the 3rd set for Eastfield, and so she is feeling it, carrying that momentum over here into set number 4.
So Koslow on the server line now. That one is going to go off of Colin, trying to let it go, so a possible error now turns into an ace. And Harper finds themselves down 3 in a must-win set early on. That one dug out, and that one out of play. Back-to-back service aces for Peyton Koslow.
Tough break when it hits that out-of-bounds marker. Now Bob Bilsoe gonna have to call a timeout early on in this 4th set.
So Harper takes a timeout. We will as well. We'll be right back here on the NJCAA TV.
NJCAA fans, the brand new NJCAA store is here. Visit shop.njcaa.org now to find the best NJCAA branded merchandise on the market. On your first order, be sure to use the promo code WELCOME10 and you'll receive 10% off your first order. With orders of $75 or more, you'll receive free shipping anywhere in the United States. So what are you waiting for? Visit shop.njcaa.org now and get your NJCAA gear today.
Back again here on NJCAA TV. We're in the 4th set here. Eastfield up in the set score 2-1. Also set up here in set number 4, 6-2. Koslow from the service line trying to add to her already magnificent match.
Harper not used to playing from behind, and so they need a side out, and they need one fast.
Burzlaff from the outside. That one's going to land out, but it's going to be tipped. So kill to Burzlaff, point to Harper, and a much-needed one in that.
Yeah, absolutely, and fortunate that was touched off the, well, for Harper's perspective, off the Fugle shot.
So Fredrickson on the outside. Point is going to go to Eastfield as a net violation. I think that they're going to call number 14, Sarah Udoni.
Again, limiting the mistakes. Harper has just given away a couple of points thus far to Eastfield.
In the middle, Udoni trying to atone for her sins, and she does.
Yeah, Udoni has really played stellar here in this match. Her defense has been fantastic, of course, staying in the middle and being at the net for a lot of close plays, but she's logged a few kills here tonight too, 9 by my count.
And Burzlaff there with a service error.
Another miscue. Harper needs to eliminate those if they're going to take this fourth set.
So Fredrickson back for Eastfield, trying to add to the lead here, and she will service ace for Fredrickson, and it seems like being on the wrong end of those kinds of sequences where it goes from error for you to ace for the other team, detrimental to the cause for a team like Harper.
Right, they just need to handle these serves cleanly. Cellini does so on that one.
Udoni with the finesse move over the blockers and onto the hardwood.
Yeah, her 10th kill, and that was perfectly placed by Udoni, and they needed it.
So Lugo back for the serve here. Harper once again looking to go on a run. Reyes trying to put an end to that. She hits it hard, but she hits it too far.
A rare miscue in this game for Keishla Reyes. She hasn't had too many of those. That one just a bit too strong.
So Lugo will put it up and over, dug out by Fredrickson. They'll look for McPherson cutting over, and she cuts, slices, dices through the Harper defense.
And again, coming on that right side, a lot of right-handed hitters aren't very efficient attacking from the right side, but McPherson times it very well and is smooth in her delivery. She doesn't rush it. She takes her time, picks a spot, and then makes her strike.
Service ace for the libero, Alyssa Tomlin, out of Haltom City, Texas.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there as Cellini kind of stutter stepped towards it. I think maybe she thought Cullen was going to take it instead.
That one off the top of the net. Almost trouble for Harper. And that one is going to hit up and out. How about a attack error for Brianna Cullen?
Sometimes it's just not your night, and Cullen has had a tough time keeping her spikes in bounds this evening.
Very quickly here, things are falling apart for Harper. They need to get something going, and there's a start there for Udoni, trying to pick her team up.
Yeah, and Udoni doing a nice job leading right now. There's always this sense late in games like this when you're down 2-1, when you start to dig a hole in the fourth set that, this is starting to unravel. And Udoni leading by example, being the stopper.
Koslow through the middle. We've seen her do that a lot this game.
Over on the other side, Eastfield, you gotta love the body language. They're playing very loose. They're still having fun, which is what you mentioned in the first set. They are here not just to win, but they're having a good time. Harper still staying calm, not saying they're losing their demeanor at all, but you can see the look in the eye, the body language looks a little different for the girls in white.
Harper trying to feed the middle to Cullen. Attack error, and now they're down 14-7. Harper is going to take a timeout here. We're going to take a timeout as well. You're watching NJCAA Championships on NJCAA TV.
NJCAA fans, the brand new NJCAA store is here. Visit shop.njcaa.org now to find the best NJCAA branded merchandise on the market. On your first order, be sure to use the promo code WELCOME10 and you'll receive 10% off your first order. With orders of $75 or more, you'll receive free shipping anywhere in the United States. So what are you waiting for? Visit shop.njcaa.org now and get your NJCAA gear today.
Welcome back to the Rochester Regional Sports Center. Eastfield, like sharks circling, they can smell blood in the water. Harper trying to force a fifth set and a block there at the net from Koslow.
Fugel blocking that one right into the waiting arms of Koslow. As for Harper, that was her second and final timeout. So whatever happens here, whoever's on the floor is going to have to figure it out.
So they'll go through the middle and finding the space where no one was. Gabby Fugel picking up, I think that's her first kill on the night, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I've got her down for. And no substitutions for Harper. I thought they'd try and bring Udoni back in, maybe after Huprich's turn is done on the serve. But they got to get Sarah Udoni back in there.
Reyes' booming slam goes long, so an attack error on Keishla Reyes. As Harper looking to get back into this one. They're down 6. Huprich on the serve there. Dug out there. Koslow in the middle, blocked off. And how about that? How about Faith Faulkner?
Well, in a tough break there for Harper, as that one was never touched by a member of Harper. That should have been a 4 call on Eastfield. Instead, they get the point. Although, it's only fair Harper got one of those points a couple sets ago.
So Keishla Reyes from the service line. Go talk things over with the Harper bench. Coach wondering the same thing over there. Keishla Reyes, meanwhile, from the server line. The high jump serve, throw it down. That one through the middle. Burzlaff, great dig there by Reyes. Sent up Fredrickson for the tip and the kill. Kirsten Fredrickson. 8-point lead for Eastfield now.
Harper's running out of time. They got to go on a run here and end this Eastfield momentum. Their fans are on their seat or out of their seats, while the Harper fan faithful heads are starting to hang a little bit.
Here's an opportunity dug out there. Eastfield, Reyes, dug out. Communication, they're going to have to just send it over. Colin there. Another opportunity far side for Fredrickson. Dug out there, middle, Koslow. It'll be Burzlaff on the far side, blocked down, but through and in. So Ellie Burzlaff, a big kill to stop the bleeding there.
Yeah, she's got 14 of them now, but they're going to need to continue to be efficient here. And now Sass off the floor for a quick breather.
Lugo back into the game off the top of the net, through the middle, blocked. What a huge block. Mariel Lugo coming off the bench, providing some energy with that one.
Yeah, with a little help from Fugel, and those types of plays are huge. Normally, Udoni has been the only one providing that type of defense, maybe Bush too for Harper, but Lugo and Fugel needing to step up at this point in the game.
There's Colin now with a service ace. So Harper's starting to pick things up a little bit. They're still down 5.
But they've got some momentum swinging. The fans trying to get into it as well.
Colin into the net, so right after the ace, the error. And not what you need at this stage and juncture. Harper still within shouting distance in this set, but as you mentioned, quickly they're running out of time. They get a gift back though, right there as Koslow sends it into the net.
Yeah, and I can't recall too many Eastfield service errors. That might be only the second one for them on this game. Meanwhile, Harper, by my count, has committed 7 of them.
Chelani up and over the net. It'll be Faulkner. And a misplay, miscommunication. Faulkner's kill will fall down to the floor. She'll go have herself a rest. She'll be replaced by Mara Munoz, the defensive specialist. And Eastfield 1 point away from 20 here. Over in the middle, Udoni. And that one is going to be no call made yet. Everyone looking around. Judges are going to confer here. This might be a turning point here at 13-19. We're going to have 14-19 or 20-13 after this. Side official coming over to join the talk, the conversation here.
I mentioned how many close calls we had. There's really no excuse for nobody making a call there. As that ball hit the net, and fluttered by. Somebody should have been in position to make that call. They do indeed give it to Eastfield. I thought it floated out of bounds from up here.
I thought it floated out of bounds as well from our vantage point. That one is.
But either way, it's a huge call, not one you want to see officials have to hesitate to make.
All right, so now or never time for Harper. 20-14. They're in need of a run. Sink or swim. Burzlaff from the service line. Go far side. McPherson dug out there by Burzlaff. They'll go far side to Lugo. And she'll get the kill. Thrown down there as it was the setter, Cadell, unable to recover.
And Crisp walking out, giving his team a bit of encouragement here. He's a little more animated over on the sideline than his counterpart, Bob Vilsoe.
McPherson, play blown dead. 2-touch for Harper. Again, another unforced error for them, as Eastfield now 4 points away from a national championship.
Yeah, another tough call for Harper to swallow, as Huprich was called for being in the net. And Vilsoe shakes his head. That's all he can do over on the sideline.
Udoni trying to smack one down. They'll go to Reyes. Dug out by Burzlaff. They'll go far side. Lugo. Dug out once again. Great team. McPherson stuffed at the net. But man, Eastfield's so good at keeping it alive. Udoni through the middle again. And it's going to be point to Eastfield.
Those are points that Harper just needs to get when you put that much effort towards a volley and you see it go to Eastfield, who now only needs 3 more for that national championship. It's extremely deflating.
7-point lead here late in set number 4. Through the middle, they're trying to feed Udoni. Great dig out. Ray's going to send it over. Another chance here for Harper. They're going to feed Burzlaff this time. Harper with an opportunity. McPherson dug out there, joust at the net. And Harper can't get to it. Tack on another one to Eastfield. It's looking like our first upset of the entire tournament might come in the national title game, as the number 2 seeded Eastfield College 2 points away now from upsetting number 1 defending national champions Harper. Harper with their backs up against the wall. Burzlaff off the top of the net. Here's Fredrickson, sends it through. Dug out. Far side. Lugo, too far.
No touch either by Eastfield. They looked around to confirm, and now a match point on the way from Eastfield out of Mesquite, Texas.
Set point, match point, national title point right here. Fredrickson with the serve. It's up, it's over. Dump play. Harper with an opportunity. It'll be Fredrickson sending it over. Too far.
Boy, Fredrickson really wanted to end this one. The sophomore who was here a year ago didn't get their chance at Harper. This Eastfield team led mostly by freshmen. But there's a couple sophomores who want to get that national championship.
McPherson's attempt is blocked at the net. Harper not going away quietly, but they're in need of nothing short of a miracle here. They need 7 straight points. On far side, Reyes, she gets it! Eastfield College wins the NJCAA Division III National Championship, and fitting that Keishla Reyes is the one to polish this game off. Her fingerprints all over it in the best way possible. I think we've conferred if she doesn't get tournament MVP.
I don't know who else to give it to. I really don't. Reyes has been absolutely phenomenal all tournament. No exception here in the championship game. Granted, Eastfield played great as a team, but you're right, Reyes, to get the final point, absolutely fitting. She led the way for Eastfield from the start, and the Harvesters are your 2017 national champions.
All right, we're going to throw it to a quick break here. When we come back, we'll recap this one, recap the tournament, and we'll eventually send it over to the PA announcer for the award ceremony. Stick with us, NJCAA TV.
Back to Cleaver for the lane. Winds up, shot, and a goal!
2 seconds to go.
Rangers, a long three.
Oh my goodness! It's a walk-off base hit for Michael Smith.
It's an Olympico and a goal for Paradise Valley, J.C. Duncan.
Well, there's a feed into Rodriguez to jam.
NJCAA National Championship Division III. Going to Eastfield College out of Mesquite, Texas. The Lady Harvesters are your national champion. There you see them on your screen off to the side. They're putting on their t-shirts. They're getting ready for the celebration, the award ceremony. We'll toss it to the PA announcer when it's ready. But in the meantime, let's recap this one. What'd you see from this one? The first time the higher seed got taken down in the most important game of the tournament.
Yeah, we mentioned it at the beginning. Watch out for those Texas teams. That athleticism of Eastfield really taking over there at the end. Granted, Harper has their fair share of athletes as well, but it just looked a little bit different for Eastfield, especially with Keishla Reyes. It just looked different coming off of her hand, the way the ball exploded, not just on her serves, but also on her spikes from all over the floor. Eastfield limited the mistakes. Harper had a few too many service errors and a few too many miscues on the passes in sets 3 and 4, allowing Eastfield to pull off the minor upset today. You know, if you're seeding a tournament, you got to make a team number one, and you're going to go with the defending national champion. But I'm sure if Eastfield is back here next year, I would guess that they would get the top seed with the credibility they earned here today. And you know what's interesting, last year when Harper won the national championship, we thought that they'd be back because they were led by a number of freshmen, including Sarah Udoni, including Ellie Burzloff, and a number of other players, Emily Hupprich as well. And they did make it back. They made it all the way back, but they weren't able to cruise through the tournament because of a team like Eastfield bringing on freshmen. So at this level, you just never know what freshmen are going to rise up. I would expect Eastfield to be back next year, assuming Reyes, McPherson, all these talented freshmen indeed come back, but you just never know. And so Eastfield capitalizing on their tournament run and walking away as national champion.
Yeah, and how about players from Eastfield like Kirsten Fredrickson, the sophomore? He was here last year. This team coming ever so close this time. They climb the mountain and get to the top. Has to feel good for her. Her last game in an Eastfield uniform.
Absolutely. They spent, sorry to cut you off, but they spent a year wondering what might have been. Sophomores like Fredrickson, like Peyton Koslow, who had that incredible hot streak to end the third set. They spent a year wondering what if. They didn't get their shot at Harper. They lost in the semifinal to Ridgewater 3-2, and we know how close those matches can be. And so I'm sure they were wondering, if only we could have beat Ridgewater, could we have had a chance against Harper, who went on to sweep Ridgewater in the championship a year ago. So Harper, many of those players have their national championship crown from a year ago, but Eastfield battling all the way back, bringing in some new players every year. With these two-year colleges, they have to bring in new influxes of talent, but Eastfield has to wonder no more. They are the national champs. They earned it. They were clearly the best team in this tournament.
Now we throw it to the PA announcer for the award ceremony. We'll let him take over.
Division III Volleyball National Championship Awards. Presenting today's awards is the Women's Region 13 Director and NJCAA Division III Volleyball Chair, Jean Busher, and your 2017 Tournament Director and Operations Coordinator for the Rochester Amateur Sports Commission, Lindsay Boucher. On behalf of the Rochester Amateur Sports Commission and Rochester Community and Technical College, we would like to extend a big thank you to all of the tournament staff, medical personnel, custodians, tournament committee, and all of our volunteers that have combined their talents to assemble this quality tournament throughout these past 2 days. Please join me in a round of Now let us start with the all-tournament team. When your name is called, please come to center court to receive your medal and stay on the court until all awards have been announced. The 2017 Volleyball National All-Tournament team is as follows. From Central Lakes College, number 11, Paige Lawman. From Columbus State Community College, number 3, Elise Rutter. From Northampton Community College, number 11, Katrina Shelley. From St. Cloud Technical College, number 10, Kaylee Jergen. From Central Lakes College, number 5, Cassie Smija. From Eastfield College, number 8, Callie Waddell. From Harper College, number 14, Sarah Udoni. From Queensboro Community College, number 5, Paola Benitez. From Jamestown Community College, number 9, Sally Ann Lefty. From Harper College, number 2, Ariana Cellini. From Eastfield, number 16, Peyton Costco. From Harper College, number 7, Ellie Bursland. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 2017 Division III Volleyball National All-Tournament team. Congratulations to all of you. We now have the pleasure of presenting the prestigious 2017 Division III Volleyball National Tournament Most Valuable Player Award. This year's MVP trophy is awarded to a member of Eastfield College, outside hitter number 17, Keisha Williams. This will be the 16th year that the Heidi Hutchinson Trophy has been awarded to the National Coach of the Year at the NJCAA Volleyball National Championship. This year's Heidi Hutchinson Coach of the Year Award goes to Brandon Crisp. The NJCAA takes seriously the ideals of sportsmanship and its importance in college sports. Please help us honor the team at this year's tournament that competed with great passion and character. The winner of this year's Sportsmanship Award is Columbus State Community College and their coach, Jim Logan. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our team awards. We would like to start by congratulating each team for their hard work and determination these past 2 days. On behalf of the Rochester Amateur Sports Commission, Rochester Community and Technical College, and the NJCAA, please help us to congratulate Columbus State Community College and their head coach, Jill Yoakum, for an outstanding season and a 4th place finish at this year's tournament. Please come forward if there's anyone here from Columbus State to receive your souvenir game ball. Now please help us congratulate Central Lakes College and their head coach, Jay Peterson, for an outstanding season and 3rd place finish. Please accept your 3rd place trophy and national championship souvenir game ball. Congratulations to the Raiders for a great tournament. At this time, we would like to recognize this year's national runner-up for Division III volleyball. Please help us congratulate Harper College and their head coach, Bob Wilson. Please line up on the free throw line, and we'll introduce you, and then come forward to receive your individual medal. Number 1, Carolina Sass. Number 2, Ariana Cellini. Number 3, Emily Harper. Number 4, Carly Chiodo. Number 5, Gianna Carasiello. Number 6, Leslie Salgado. Number 7, Ellie Burslav. Number 8, Marielle Lugo. Number 9, Brianna Cullen. Number 10, Alex Henry. Number 12, Gabby Fugo. Number 13, Lydia Schiller. Number 14, Sarah Udoni. Number 15, Nikki Alm. Number 16, Mackenzie Bush. And number 20, Angelina Nichols. Head coach Bob Vilsoe. And assistants Jeannie Behrens and Kathy Ranella. Now with the Harper College team, please come forward to accept your runner-up trophy and national championship souvenir game ball. Congratulations, Harper College Hawks, for a good tournament. At the start of the season, there were hundreds of teams and thousands of student athletes working, sweating, and dreaming to be here tonight. In the end, only one team survived and advanced to earn the right to claim this next award. As you are announced, please come forward to receive your national championship medals. Number 1, Jennifer Contreras. Number 2, Alyssa Tomlin. Number 3, Mara Munoz. Number 6, Aija Rivera. Number 7, Kirsten Frederickson. Number 8, Callie Claudel. Number 11, Jade Turner. Number 12, Micah Turner. Number 14, Faith Faulkner. Number 16, Peyton Cosmo. Number 17, Kishla Reyes. Number 19, Alec McPherson. And number 20, Chloe Hope. Head coach Brandon Crisp. And assistant coach Lisa McGuire. On behalf of the NJCAA and its board of directors, it is our pleasure to present the 2017 NJCAA Division III Volleyball National Championship Trophy to Eastfield College. And our head coach, Brandon Crisp. Congratulations, fellow Lady Harvesters.
Back again here one last time on NJCAA. There you have it, your look at the Eastfield College. They're your national champions. Just to recap that award ceremony, Keishla Reyes, your tournament MVP. Not really a big surprise there. Folks, I want to thank you so much for joining us all weekend long. For the wonderful producer of this event, Kaiser. Could not have done any of this without him. My co-host and the other commentator, Nick Johnson. I'm Sean DeFoy, and we will see you guys next time on NJCAA TV.